Let me put you on. I'm trying to put you on. Let me love you. Gosh. What's good, babies? I'm back with another video, and today I plan on helping you plan out your whole moving out journey, okay? I know we're all sitting in the house, and a lot of people are saying it's time to move out. They can't wait to move out, and they're ready, and as soon as they open outside back up, they're gonna move. No, you're not, because you didn't plan anything, okay? So I'm happy you're here, and hopefully it's like tips more than anything, like steps, I guess. So step number 1 is know what you want and where, okay? You have to, if you plan on moving out, number 1, anytime you say you plan on moving out or you want to move out, you probably already have this image of where you want to stay and how you want your place to look, right? So say you want an apartment and you're like, oh, I want this nice like luxury apartment. Or some people like, I don't really care about all that right now. I just want to move out. I want to have a place for myself, be by myself. Okay, cool, right? But you have to know what you want and know where. If you plan on moving to a different city, you need to know that. If you plan on moving to a different state, you need to know that. You need to know exactly where you want to go, probably what neighborhood. The more specific, the better. Because now you know what to search for and where to search instead of just wasting your time running around the city, okay? Step number 2, go online shopping. Go online shopping for your apartment. Do not start setting up appointments to take tours and meeting people in person, and you're like, oh, I want to go see the inside of this apartment. I want to see this. I want to see that. And you haven't even looked up the specs of the apartment or the house or whatever you're looking for. Look it up online first. And another, I guess, good thing or pro about looking up apartments online first is that, yes, you can see all the specs to it, or most of the specs, but you also are getting an estimate of like what you want and where. You're getting an estimate for the rent, okay? Because you can't just say, oh, I'll find an apartment for this price and then realize at the end that what you want is probably more expensive than what you thought it would be, or less expensive. You just want to plan accordingly. So go online apartment shopping and get an estimate of your rent and write that down, because you're going to need it later. Write it down for real. Number 3, search the average utility bill for whatever you're searching for. So say you want a 1-bedroom apartment in Los Angeles, in Los Angeles, California. So you need to go search online, what is the average utility bill for a 1-bedroom apartment in Los Angeles, California? Okay? Just because you got a number does not mean that's going to be the price of your utility bill payments in total, right? It's an average. It could be higher, it could be lower. It's just giving you a number to know how much you need to be saving, like a guesstimate. Okay, so when you search this number, you're basically, and for those of you can't talk who don't know what utilities are yet, you should search that too. But utilities are anything from like water and heat to, some people pay for like cable and your Wi-Fi. All that is included in the utilities, but it's not one bill. That's another reason why it's like an average number, right? So you get this number, you get your average utility bill, you search it up. Also write that number down too. Write that down right next to the rent, so that you can know how much you need to save for later on, okay? Number 4, search the average amount for every essential item. Every single essential item. If you can't think of anything, literally walk around your house, wherever you're staying right now, and everything you use on a daily basis, write it down. That's anything from the bed to the couch to the shower curtain, the forks. Like, you have to write down every single thing, because what you need to do is you're going to research again, go online, and find the average price for each item, okay? And especially like with the bed, you don't buy a bed as is. You have to buy a bed frame and you have to buy a mattress. So you need to get a price on the mattress and get a price on the bed frame. Get a price on the couch. Get a price on a dining room set. Or, I don't know. I was about to say a fork, but I don't think you should do that. Don't really do that. Yeah, but you get the idea. You have to get a price tag for every single thing because you need to know how much money you need. That's the point I'm trying to make, okay? And I said every essential item. Do not start looking up the price of, I don't know, don't start looking up the price of decorations. Decorations are essential. With decorations, you need to make sure that you can move into your apartment and be perfectly fine. You can decorate along the way, okay? I wouldn't include decorations in my initial budget. You can, have some decorations, but if you're low on funds or you're really trying to save and it's kind of hard because you have other expenses to pay for, don't worry so much about the decorations. Worry about the essential items, okay? And then also a quick little tip on that. Search for bundle deals at furniture stores. Some furniture stores have deals like bedroom sets where you can get maybe like a bed frame, a mattress, a vanity, or what's it called? What is the thing called? It's not a chest. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You put the clothes in there, the drawers. Some furniture stores have bundle sets, bundle deals, and that can actually help you save your coin. Go look that up. Step 5, add up all your expenses. So that's why you wrote down every single thing. You want to add up all your expenses. And the price tag gonna be a little up there. But it's okay. It is perfectly fine, okay? You're not gonna move out and think everything costs $300. That's why you have to plan for it. $300 is nothing at all. But also a quick tip on that is whatever you do, you take your rent amount and you multiply it by 3. Why 3? Because anytime you move out, you want to be able to pay for the first 3 months rent just in case anything happens, okay? So you move out and you relying on this new job you got or old job, and what happens if you go to work one day and you get fired? What happens if your job just shuts down? What happens if you get in a wreck? I don't want that to happen, but what if you get in a wreck and then you can't go to work for a while and now you're falling behind on payments and everything because you was really relying on that job? No, just make sure you have 3 months rent, and then that way, if something does happen, you have a little leeway, a little room, a little time to figure out some things, make some things shake, okay? So add up all your expenses, but make sure you do your rent times 3, and then you add on all the other expenses, okay? Number 6, the final step. Start saving your money. Save your coin. Stop buying all those clothes and all those shoes and eating out every day. And do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, you need to save your money. And if you just got, your coin sitting in a place where you can just cash out on an apartment real quick and furnish it, and it's not really touching your bank account, congratulations, do it. Honestly, don't do that either because, like I said, you never know what's going to happen. You should always plan for something, always save for it, and not just take it out your checking just because it's in there. I wouldn't do that. But start saving. Once you get your total amount, your big grand, sadly kind of high number, divide that number by 12. If you know that you want to move out by this time next year, divide that number by 12. And then you have the amount of money you should be saving per month. Or if you know you want to move out in 2 years, divide it by 24 months. That's how much you should be saving per month, okay? Or however you want to do it. If you just want to save 20% of your check every time, it may take you longer, but if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I recommend dividing it by the number of months so that you know exactly like when you're going to have your money ready. And also don't feel like if you have this high number, right, and you aren't really making the money you want to make right now, and you realize it's going to take a long time to move out, then maybe you need to reevaluate some of the things on your list. Maybe you need to reevaluate what you want, okay? If you're not really seeing the money you want to see right now, then you probably shouldn't try to move into a luxury apartment. You can't afford it right now. And that's okay. You got to move up in life, but don't try to just jump here when you right here, okay? Don't. You have to climb like the rest of us. Ain't no elevators. You got to climb them steps to success. Anyway. And another thing that's not on my notes, it's not in my notes, credit scores. Work on your credit. Good credit is cute. Bad credit is not cute. It's not a good look. You don't even want to talk about it in public. Well, nobody talk about credit scores, but somebody bring it up and you got bad credit and you just... Why are you talking about that? Fix your credit. Pay your bills on time. That goes back to being able to afford what you're trying to get. Don't get something and every month you're scrambling to make ends meet. No, don't do that. Get something you can afford. It really doesn't matter. You have a place to stay, which is what you need at the end of the day. Get your coins together. Make sure you're secured. Make sure your apartment is, you and your life is stable. Make sure your apartment is good. Make sure it's furnished. Make sure you have everything you need, not necessarily everything you want when you move in. But like I said, you can decorate along the way. You can figure out your color schemes along the way. You realize you want some paintings in your room. You want some paintings over the couch. You want a different color couch. You want a bigger couch. Now you want a dining room table. Okay, get it along the way. Nobody say you have to ever stop saving. Like, keep saving, keep what's the word? Investing. Keep investing in your space, you know, in your energy and your everything else, but we're not here to talk about that. But quick little recap on some tips to help you plan out your move out journey. Number 1, know exactly what you want and where. Number 2, go online apartment shopping and get an estimate of your rent, okay? Number 3, search the average utility bill for whatever you want and in whatever city. So what's the average utility bill for a 2-bedroom apartment in Atlanta, Georgia, okay? Number 4, search the average amount of every essential item that you need, not decorations. And check for bundle deals at these furniture stores, okay? Ask about them. Number 5, add up all expenses and make sure when you're adding up your expenses, you need to multiply your rent by 3 to make sure that you're covered for at least the first 3 months of staying there or your mortgage. Number 6, start saving your money. You need to start saving your money ASAP, ASAP, okay? I was about to say no Rocky, but that was so corny. I'm so sorry. Okay. But that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. I know a lot of people have been talking about moving out lately. And I wanted to help because I have a lot of people around me who moved out. I moved out. Kind of been there, done that type of situation. Not really. You know, you learn something every time, but I just wanted to give y'all the tips I was given, the tips I used, what worked for me, and everything kind of worked out for me. Nothing bad happened, you know? I would have said that. I don't think anything bad happened in my experience. The tips I gave you were pure. But that's literally all I have for you guys today. Come back to the channel. Live with me another day. You know, be great. I try to look decent for y'all because, you know, we in the house cooped up. But that's it. I'm going to end this video so I won't start rambling.